West Ham and Southampton doing battle in the Premier League. Saints going into this game 10 points above West Ham, who are in the bottom three and going into this afternoon's games. Now, can they match their best ever away wins tally in top flight football and pick up their 7th here against a West Ham side who dominated recent meetings between the two clubs? No one at the near post, 3 or 4 players all around the penalty spot. In it comes from Ward-Prowse. Fabianski stays on his line, free header out to Armstrong, couldn't get it down for the shot from 25 yards, and he's bundled off the ball, and suddenly West Ham are countering, and they've got 3 on 1. Antonio down the middle, to his right he's got Jarrod Bowen. Ward-Prowse desperately trying to get back and makes a brilliant block as Bowen sends it in towards the goal with a low shot, and Ward-Prowse somehow got back and got the cover in, but Saints should never be caught out like that again from their own corners, Dave.
Let off there, lost 3-1, and it was Antonio. It wasn't a good ball, he actually played.
No, and Ward-Prowse did really well to get back. As the ball gets sent forward by West Ham from right to left, and the back pass will put test Alex McCarthy. Plays it back to Ward-Prowse. Haller a bit slow to pressure him, but his clearance isn't good. Finds Declan Rice, it's very open. Suddenly West Ham attacking, he's gone through to Bowen, deflected, and West Ham have the lead. It may well have hit Jan van Nerik as he's tried to block the shot, but basically Jarrod Bowen has given West Ham the lead in the 15th minute, and Saints behind at the London Stadium yet again. Bowen's got his first goal for the Hammers since his January signing, and Saints have got it all to do. West Ham 1, Southampton 0. They had a warning, they didn't heed it. Now Antonio has shrugged off a challenge from Smallbone, gone down the left wing, on one with Ward-Prowse, goes on his outside, crosses left-footed, free header straight at McCarthy. Should have been and could have been 2-0. And Sébastian Haller has gifted it back to Alex McCarthy after Antonio had skinned James Ward-Prowse. Frederick's out for 6 weeks with a shoulder injury. Poor clearance from Jack Stevens. Haller chips it back into the box. Antonio doesn't get the header because James Ward-Prowse did brilliantly to somehow get in front of it at the last minute. From a non-right back, that was some work from James Ward-Prowse. And eventually Saints clear it up to Shane Long, who held it up well against Diop. Now he brings Højbjerg into the game. He slips it into the centre circle. Saints breaking in numbers here. 7 men going forward. Armstrong to his right, has Ward-Prowse bombing up on the right. Pulls it back to Obafemi. 1-1, and Saints have equalised. Great counter-attack. They're back in the game with half an hour gone. They were behind for 15 minutes. He's back in the team, and he's scored again. Michael Obafemi does an Irish jig by the corner flag. He has got his goal. That's his, second Premier League goal of the season. He's second in London. It's West Ham 1, Saints 1.
Well, that's an excellent piece of play from Southampton. The breakaway, they're going down the right-hand side. The ball's played in. I think Ward-Prowse has made the overlap, and he's just cut that ball back. And Obafemi's got himself a couple of yards, gets on the ball and sticks it away.
Going to be swung in left-footed by Aaron Cresswell from this near side. 9 minutes till the interval, all square at London Stadium. Left-footed is dangerous. McCarthy went back, and how did West Ham not score? Diop missed it. He's saying that it came off a Saints player's arm. They're appealing to the referee to have a look at VAR. They're looking at Ward-Prowse. Comes off different heads. Saints pick it up. Now they look to break in numbers. Smallbone gets it back. Nice 1-2 with him and Armstrong. Then he's given it away, Will Smallbone. Played it in towards the centre circle. And West Ham playing the ball up early, trying to get away from Saints' press. Headed back by Stevens. Then a good header down from Noble. And then again West Ham send it up early up to front. And it's nodded down by Haller back to Antonio. Hangs it into the box. McCarthy didn't win his header. It comes off the post and in.
What a goal that is.
How's McCarthy not won that ball one-on-one with Sébastian Haller? He has his first goal since New Year's Day, and West Ham have the lead back in the 40th minute. But really, Alex McCarthy, he's come off his line. He's got to pluck that out of the sky above the striker, surely. And he gets a second bite at it, Haller. 26 years old now, the Moroccan. It's over 2 years since his last goal for Saints. And he's battling now, and he gets away from the game. And then he plays a good ball on the overlap for Bertrand. Low cross from the left. Whoa, and Long's missed it. 3 yards out. He's one-on-one running back to the goal with Cresswell. Maybe he should have scored, but it goes to Obafemi. He comes off his head. Bertrand pulls it back in. Everyone misses it again. Goes back out to Ward-Prowse, and he squares it straight to Declan Rice. After all that, 3 chances for Saints. 2 balls in from the left, 1 from the right. Got bodies there and couldn't get the touch that mattered, and eventually Fabianski catches it. 8 minutes into the second half, 53rd minute. It's Boufal that's going for Ings, Dave. Mix this up, be more effective in the final third. They started brightly. Actually, Boufal had started the half better, Dave.
They could go 4-3-3.
Now they could go 3-1 down as well, because he's through again. Antonio, too simple once more. Ball chipped into him, and one-on-one with the defenders. He's just been too strong and too good. He got the wrong side of the defender again. Second time in quick succession, and Antonio scores his 2nd goal of the season. Obafemi picks it up deep, plays a 1-2 with Højbjerg. Again, things aren't going right, just fell over the ball. And West Ham will break, and look at the man running down the middle, Antonio. He's found by Allaire as well. Antonio's got in behind again, and it should be 4-1, and McCarthy's made a good save and come out and spread himself, and it's come off him and gone out for a corner, and it should have been 4-1.
Well, the combination of Haller there, coming up to Haller turning on the ball, playing Antonio in behind.
Armstrong's had to come deep to collect. Saints are going nowhere. All the claret and blue shirts in front of them, but they suddenly pick a pass out to Ings. 25 yards out. Ward-Prowse to his right, gives it back to Ings. First time shot wide, corner deflected. At last, Dave, a little bit of pace in the pass and the movement suddenly. Just a little extra zip to it. And Ings looks fit to me. In comes James Ward-Prowse now, right foot, hangs it right into the 6-yard box. Fabianski catches it. Anthony Taylor says enough. Saints can't build on their win against Villa last week. Another defeat for them, this time on the road, their 6th of the season, and another disappointing afternoon against West Ham.